So my dear student, today is all about the chapter number 1 exercise. I am going to start the chapter. So question number 1. Which of the statements about the reaction below is are incorrect? That is the 2PbO and this is the say carbon 2PbS plus carbon dioxide. So that there is a lead is getting reduced. Lead is getting reduced and it converted into lead. That it is converted into lead. And next one is the carbon is getting oxidized with oxygen, that is become the carbon dioxide. So answer number 1 and B. 1A and B, that is the answer. Second is the Fe2O3 plus 2Al, Al2O3 plus Fe, the above reaction example of that is the displacement reaction, because there is Fe is displaces to free out the substance and Al is combined with the O3. And the next is the dilute hydrochloric is added to iron filling, that is hydrogen gas and iron chloride is produced. That is the reaction is, you can see the reaction when iron filling is added to HCl, it gives FeCl2 plus H2 gas. So this is the reaction, guys. So my dear student, that is the first answer. Question number 4. Question number 4, I am going to teach you the question number 4. The question number 4 is all about the question answer, and the question number 4 all about this is the approx. I want to teach you more than 5 to 6 questions daily. So it takes the more 1 or 2 videos. You have to be complete the syllabus of the question number 4. The question number 4 is what is balanced chemical equation and why chemical equation should be balanced. What is balanced chemical equation? Question number 4 is what is balanced chemical equation, and next is why chemical equation should be balanced. Should be balanced. There are two types. There is two topics there. First one is what is balanced chemical equation. What is balanced chemical equation? So this is question number 4. First of all, what is balanced chemical equation? A reaction which has an equal number of atoms. A reaction. Question number 4 is all about the question what is balanced chemical equation and why chemical equation should be balanced. Question number 4. A reaction which has an equal number of atoms of all the elements on both sides of the chemical equation, on both sides of the chemical equation, equation is called balanced chemical equation, and then this is the first part. So second part is according to the law of conservation of mass. The law of conservation of mass states that mass can neither be created nor be destroyed. Hence in a chemical reaction, chemical reaction, the total mass of the total mass of the total mass of reactants should be equal to the mass of product, should be equal to the mass of product. So the total number of, this is the second part. First part is a reaction which has equal number of atoms of all the elements on both sides of the chemical equation. Both the sides must be equal. It's called balanced chemical equation. The law of conservation of mass states that mass can neither be created nor be destroyed. Hence, in a chemical reaction, the total mass of reactant should be equal to the total mass of product. It means that the total number of each element. It means that the total number of each element should be equal on both the sides of a chemical equation. So chemical equation, hence it is for this reason, that chemical equation should be balanced. So you can take different example as we teach in my previous video about the chemical reaction and equation. There are lots of things are present there. According to the law of conservation of mass neither be created nor be destroyed. So a reaction which has equal number of atoms of all the elements on both sides of the chemical equation is called balanced chemical equation. The law of conservation of mass states that mass can neither be created nor be destroyed. Hence, in a chemical reaction, the total mass of reactant should be equal to the mass of product. It means that the total number of each element should be a chemical equation, both the sides equal. Hence, it is for this reason that chemical equation should be balanced. This is the question number 5. Let's start the question number 5 about the balancing. Question number 5 is all about the balancing the chemical equation. You have already read during the chapter. What are the method of balancing? So let's start. Translate the following statement. Question number 5 is all about the question number 5. Translate the following statement. Question number 5. Translate the my dear student, I have to just pour the ink on the bottle. Let's take some time. Read the question number 5 carefully and try to understand. Question number 5. Question number 5. Let's read the question number 5 at first. Question number 5. Just try to read the question number 5. Question number 5 is all about the question number 5. Question number 5. Translate the following statement. Translate the following statements. Translate the following statements into chemical equations. Into chemical equation and balance them. That first one is hydrogen gas combined with nitrogen to form ammonia. Hydrogen gas combined with nitrogen to form ammonia. Next one is B number, hydrogen sulfate. Hydrogen sulfide gas burn into air. Hydrogen sulfide gas burns into air to give water and sulfur dioxide. To give water and sulfur dioxide. C number is barium chloride react with aluminum sulfate. Barium chloride reacts with aluminum sulfate. To give aluminum chloride. To give aluminum chloride and barium sulfate. The last one is D number, potassium metal react with water. Potassium metal reacts with water to give potassium hydroxide and hydrogen. The answer I am going to write here. That is answer. So first answer is, when hydrogen gas H2 gas plus nitrogen gas, it gives an H3. So you can write here with the balance reaction 3H2 2NH3, that is gas, ammonia gas. B number, hydrogen sulfide gas plus it gives hydrogen sulfide gas, it gives, what does it gives? It gives water and sulfur dioxide. It gives water and sulfur dioxide gas. And the C number is barium chloride. Barium chloride react with BaCl2 aqueous form plus aluminum sulfate Al2SO4 whole 3, that is also in the aqueous form. What does it gives? 2AlCl3 aqueous form plus barium sulfate BaSO4. BaSO4. That is also in the aqueous form. After that, we are going to take the reaction of D number. D number is potassium metal react with 2K react with water H2O liquid. It gives potassium hydroxide plus hydrogen gas. That is in the aqueous form. That is all about the reaction. This is one number, this is second, third, and this is fourth. So my dear student, this is all about the question number 5. Right now I am going to teach you the question number 6. The question number 6. The question number 6 is all about the balancing also. The question number 6 is all about the balancing also. This is all about the balancing also. The question number 6, balance the following chemical equation. Balance the following chemical equations. Okay, so the A number is an NCERT book. HNO3 plus CaH whole 2. HNO3 plus CaOH whole 2. It gives us the CaNO3 plus H2O. CaNO3 whole 2 plus H2O. And the next is the NaH plus H2SO4. NaOH plus H2SO4. It gives us Na2SO4 plus H2O. Next is C number, NaCl plus AgNO3. NaCl plus AgNO3. It gives AgCl plus NaNO3. After that, D number is BaCl2 plus H2SO4. It gives BaSO4 plus HCl. Let's balance it. So there is HNO3. So 2HNO3 plus CaH whole 2. CaOH whole 2. That you can CaNO3 whole 2 plus H2. That should be balanced. According to the law of conservation of mass can be created nor be destroyed. So there is 2 only there, and there is also 2. Next one, B number. B number is NaOH plus H2SO4. You can balance it Na2SO4 plus H2O. There is a balance between the reaction. There is must 2 NaOH plus because there is Na2. Na2 is there, so 2 NaOH plus there must be 2 H2O. Is it clear? After that, NaCl plus AgNO3. NaCl plus AgNO3. It should be balanced AgCl plus NaNO3. What should be the matter? NaCl, AgNO3. So this is already balanced. You have nothing to do it. And D number, BaCl2 plus H2SO4. BaSO4 plus HCl. So hydrogen is there 2. So there is 2 hydrogen. So you can put there 2 only. So this is all about the balance equation of question number 6. Let's write the question number 7. Question number 7 and question number 8 also I am going to try to complete the exercise. So my dear student, this is all about the question number 6 completed. Question number 7. Question number 7 you can write down. Question number 7. Try to write down the question number 7. Write the balanced chemical equation for the following reaction. Write the balanced chemical equations for the following reactions. So my dear student, you can write down the first number, calcium hydroxide plus carbon dioxide. Calcium hydroxide plus carbon dioxide, it gives us calcium carbonate plus water. Calcium carbonate plus water. Next one is B number. B number is zinc plus silver nitrate. Zinc plus silver nitrate. It gives you zinc nitrate plus silver. And C number is aluminium plus copper chloride. Aluminium plus copper chloride. Aluminium chloride plus copper. And the last one is D number, not least, barium chloride plus potassium sulfate. Barium chloride plus potassium sulfate. It gives you barium sulfate plus potassium chloride. Barium sulfate plus potassium chloride. So this is all about the, you have to be balanced chemical equation. First one is CaOH whole 2. Answer. First one is A number, CaOH whole 2 plus carbon dioxide gas. What it gives? It gives you calcium carbonate plus water. CaCO3 plus H2. That should be the balance.